my videos are up on YouTube, right? So you can always go, you can search Gary Fullreader, and you will see my videos. There's like hundreds of them, right? So, sorry?
Today being the 20th.
Yes, today's the 20th.
This
Yes,
day
so
doth
today is the
be
20th, so it's 11/20/14. Okay. So we're going to talk about solving formulas, right? And what I mean by that is everything is going to be a formula. There's almost no numbers, right? They're all, as well, excuse me, everything's going to be a variable, that's what I meant. And there's almost no numbers, right? So what we're going to do, like for example, I'll just do something simple. What if I said A times B times C is equal to D?
What?
All right?
That makes no
Wait, the
sense.
what?
Do you have to use substitution?
Okay. And no, there's no substitution, but I haven't told you what to do yet. You don't know what to do.
No.
I'm going to ask you to solve for B. Okay? So what you have to do is it has to, when it says solve for B, what is the final thing going to say? It's going to say something, B equals, right? Is that right? Was that what you're going to say? Mira, you're going to say B equals, right? So when it says solve for B, it's got to say B equals. That's my goal, right? So what I have to do is I have to think about what each thing is doing to B, and then I have to undo it. Like remember when in the beginning, I think I did this with you guys. I don't know. I didn't have you always, right? Right. So I don't know whether I did this to you or not, but like remember when I said like if we had, x plus 2 is equal to 10, everybody knows the answer to that, but right? And I said last night x was all by itself.
Yeah.
Right? And this morning I came in, somebody had added a 2 to my x. Right? So you got to figure out what did the 2 do to the x? It added to the x, right? So I want to undo it. So how do I undo it? I subtract it again, right, from my x. Right? So I have to do the opposite of what was done, right? So does that make sense? So I would, for this, I would say, okay, somebody added 2 to my x. I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna subtract 2, but I have to do it to both sides. So suddenly x is equal to 8, and that works. 8 plus 2 is 10, right? So that's a simple equation. But now, with the variables, it's the same thing. Now, what is A and C doing to B? They're multiplying. So all I have to do is divide by AC. Do you agree with me? And look, the A's will cross out, the C's will cross out, but I have to do the same thing to this side. So I have AC here. So really, my final answer is B is equal to D over AC.
Oh, that makes sense. How would you use that in the real world?
Isn't that cool?
Don't ask that. It will be very lengthy.
We don't have a lot of time, but it is a great question.
I never
Ask him a
asked
break.
that.
I will
That's your
answer it.
imagination.
I will ask it tomorrow. I'll answer that question tomorrow. It's a great question, and these are really unbelievably useful. Okay, together. Really useful.
I
Okay.
did.
You didn't ask the question, did you? Okay.
No.
All right, so that was one.
That was Ben.
What?
All right, let's see. What if I said this?
Yeah.
Like what?
A, B,
Wait, is
plus,
this what the homework's going to be
um,
like, Gary?
M is equal to
X.
XY.
What? You just made that even more complicated.
All right.
That was unnecessary.
So let's try solving for different things in this one. Okay.
Okay.
Let's try. Let's say we're going to solve
For Amy.
for M. Okay. Here we're going to say we'll solve for I don't know what.
Amy.
X. Okay. X.
Oh, come on.
And then here we'll say solve for what? A. Okay. Good. Okay. So we're going to use the same thing. So the first thing is M. So I'm going to just rewrite it so that I have it here. AB plus M is equal to XY. Now I want M all by itself. It's got to say M equals, right? That's what it means when it says solve for M. So, what is in the way of M being all by itself? Gideon.
AB.
AB. What is AB doing to M?
It's adding.
It's adding, therefore,
You subtract.
I'm going to subtract AB from both sides.
But wait, there aren't they
Subtract
being
AB.
multiplied?
Now, why would I put my AB a little bit to the right of XY?
Because you have to divide.
Can I subtract AB from XY? Can I get like
Not as of yet.
Trishby, right? That's what you get when you get subtract that. No, you can't do that. They're not like terms.
Do you divide the
So
number that
you've just got M is equal to XY minus that. XY minus AB. They are not like terms. There's nothing I can combine. I just have to write them separately, right? Make sense?
That's
Sort of.
it?
That's it.
That's
It
it.
says M equals.
Oh, that's easy then.
That's
All I had to do was subtract AB from both sides. The
It
only
seems
way to move things from left to right is either from adding or subtracting, usually, unless you're dividing or
It
multiplying. I
seems
guess
too
everything.
easy.
Right,
Why,
that was
why would you
profound.
even do this to us, Gary?
This is easy.
I
This
know,
is
but
easy.
like,
This is really easy.
It
Okay,
seems
Why?
too easy.
Gideon.
What are you doing?
now let's do X. This is even easier. This is even easier. AB plus M is equal to XY. I want to solve for X. I want to say X equals. Now, I can have X on that side. That's fine. I can have
Oh.
X equals going left, right?
Do
That's fine.
you divide by y?
Is he right?
Oh.
So I'm going to divide this by y, and I'm just going to divide this whole side by y. So now I'm going to put my x first, because if this equals x, then x equals this, right? I mean, doesn't matter which side I put my x on, right? Doesn't make
So
sense?
x
Yes.
Right?
A
So I can say x is equal to ab plus m divided by y,
Wait,
right?
yeah.
All we did was just
Whoa,
had to divide by y, because y is multiplying times x. And one thing I didn't explain for our shadows is whenever you have letters together, right, or letters and numbers together, it doesn't say it doesn't say multiply, right? There's no times, there's no little x there for multiply. Well, in algebra is all about shortcuts. And so if you don't have any sign between them, like add, subtract, multiply, divide, you always assume multiply. So xy means x times y.
Oh.
Okay? So that helps. That way we know, well, the opposite of times is divide. So we wanted x be all by itself. Y is timesing the x, so we're going to divide by y, and then that's what we got. Now let's try A.
A.
Okay.
Oh, do you divide
AB
by plus m?
plus m is equal to xy.
Wait, so Gary, would you divide would you divide b plus m?
Well, wait, the question is, I'm solving for A. Think about it if this were a number. What if it was 2A plus 7 equals 10? What would you do first?
The
So guys in the back,
I would do the m first.
listen. Yeah, you would get rid of the m first, right?
Yeah.
All that extra stuff. If it had been 2A plus 7 equals 10, you would subtract the 7 first, right? So you want to do that. Subtract m. So now I have AB, these cross out, equals, we're getting
XY
close.
minus
We've got xy minus m.
divided by b.
Now solving for a, b is multiplying times a, so I've got to undo that by dividing by b. That way the b's cross out. But I got to do the same thing to this side. And is this still showing? So we have a, I don't think I have enough space to write that. Well, maybe I do. Looks like I can go lower than that. So we'll try it. A is equal to xy minus m
You have to
over
make your b extreme
b.
small.
Looks like it worked.
Whoa.
It's too small to see, but that's okay. People can get out their magnifying glasses.
it won't work with a computer.
Okay. What if I did something really complicated?
Don't do something really complicated.
Gary,
Because there's
Why?
there's a couple that are look really scary, but they're not as bad as they look. Okay.
You've got 1 minute, Gary.
I
One.
hope that was okay to erase.
1 minute.
Let's get keep it.
Oh, phew. Thank you, buddy. You guys be sure to yell at me, scream, jump up and down, anything to keep me from erasing it if I, okay. So
Erase
let's
it.
say I gave you, all right, let's say I said, x is equal to 5 A, B, C,
What the heck?
It looks like
minus
back.
Oh.
T all over, Z to the fourth.
Oh, come on.
And I'm asking you
No,
to
you
solve,
make that more complicated.
solve for B,
Please only be B.
right? Nightmare, nightmare. Okay,
Not my hair.
Oh, do you-
what's in the way immediately? This,
Z-
there's no
Z to the
equal
fourth
sign.
power.
right, and what can we easily do, Lila? If we multiply both sides times Z to the fourth, right, those cross out. So then suddenly this is just Z to the fourth, right? Right? So suddenly I have Z to the fourth x is equal to 5ab minus t. Oh, this is much easier. Oh, well, this is the same as this. And remember with fractions you can cross reduce? Right? That's what I'm doing. I have a Z to the fourth upstairs and a Z to the fourth downstairs.
They cross.
So they cross out. Because Z to the
No.
fourth over Z to the fourth is
Oh,
1,
oh.
right?
Do you add the T? Add the T.
So now, yes, so let's add the T. Let's add the T, add the T.
It's tea time.
So suddenly I have Z to the fourth x plus T equals 5abc. What is 5a and c doing to b?
Multiply.
So let's divide by 5ac,
Well, 5.
right? The 5's cross out, the a's cross out, and the c's cross out. Divide this by 5ac, and that's my b. b is equal to that,
Thank you.
right? Pretty straightforward. All right, so that is the, that's the homework for tonight. All right, so I'm gonna